Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of a haul video for this place called the Cone Exchange, which you've just seen some clips from. And yeah, really cool place here in Yorkshire. All the supplies, the materials and the tools have been donated to them, and there's just such crazy variety of different craft supplies. It's really amazing. So lots of yarn, fabric, leather, beads, buttons, so many knitting needles. I think there was like bits of upholstery foam, like like the when you like redoing, your I don't know, doing some interior decorating and you want to go and look at some like wallpaper samples or fabric samples for your sofas and things like that. They're like big books you see in the store. They have like loads of them. It's just so much stuff. Really cool, really inspiring. And I got a little bit of a haul. I didn't go too crazy. I was very well behaved on my first visit. But yeah, I'm going to get into it and show you what I got. So firstly, I got a big tub of scrap yarn because I love scrappy projects, and these colours that I could see in particular, there's a lot that I think will go well with the other yarn I picked up for a autumnal bag. I want to make another granny square bag, and I want to do all lovely autumnal colours and motifs. So lots of colours in there that look like they're going to be really amazing for that. And then also I got a whole bunch of bigger skeins of yarn. How cute are all these colours together? So very autumnal. Now this is very well priced. I was so happy. I've been a bit frustrated recently when I've been trying to not really buy new yarn and kind of mostly thrift. So I've had a lot of struggle in charity shops, often selling like open skeins of basic acrylic yarn for what they would be new, sometimes more, which was crazy to me. Some people, I don't think they do enough research, or I don't know what's going on, but it's been very, very silly. And then things on Vinted, again, a lot of times it's people getting rid of their stash, so they're pricing it like at the price they bought it or a little bit less, but then with shipping costs on top of that, it adds up and it gets a bit more expensive, and I'm trying to save some money as well. So I've been struggling a lot and just been using whatever I have left in my stash, trying to be a bit creative, which to be fair is good. It is a good mental exercise to kind of add these restrictions on yourself and see what your brain can come up with to work around it. And I've also just been doing a lot of tablet weaving, more so than crochet recently. But now I'm going to get back into my crochet, and I'm so excited to get started on this bag. So back to what I was saying before, losing my train of thought. Pricing. In the kind of regular skeins of like basic acrylic yarn like this, it's priced at like a pence a gram. So this ball, which is kind of almost full, it's 75 grams, was 75p. So that's more like it. I can get behind that. And then I got this beautiful kind of muted mossy green colour. This is 55 grams, so it's 55p. And then I got this beautiful kind of warm caramelly beige. This is 60 grams, so 60p. And then I got this nice kind of light beige. So that was 50 grams, so 50p. And then I got a bag, small bag that had this in. I've taken it out of the bag just because it's a little noisy. But this was 125 grams, so £1.25, which is really good. And also on the bags of yarn that they have, they put a little bit on the outside just so you can feel what the yarn is like, and you don't have to open the bag, which is a very nice idea. So that is all the yarn I got. Very proud of myself. I was very overwhelmed though. I think next time I go, I might get a little bit more, maybe a couple more wild cards, but I'm very happy with that haul, and I'm very excited to get started on my new project. Now, I got a few other bits as well, kind of connected back to crochet still. I got some safety eyes, but look, they're googly eyes. I did not know that was even a thing, but this little pack that there's 4 eyes in was 20p, so really cute. And they're nice, like they're a big size. All the apart from like a couple like custom safety eyes that I have, the biggest safety eyes I have are like this big, and I like my amigurumi to have big silly eyes, so these are a lot bigger. So I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna make some silly dudes. Yeah, I don't know what silly dudes yet. Snailboat Studio, they have a pattern for kind of like a goblin kind of silly dude, and I kind of want to do that. So maybe next time I go, I'll try find some like thick chunky yarn to make one of those guys. But yeah, very excited. I also picked up some thread. This just matches some fabric that I'm going to use soon very, very well. I didn't have a colour like this yet, and this was only 50p, I believe. So good price, and they had basically every colour of thread you could imagine, all for 50p. So that was really cool. And then the last thing I got was this big piece of, I think, linen. It definitely feels like linen, but if not, it's, you know, okay, because I'm not using it for wearables. I'm going to make a Viking style bag, but I got a very large piece of fabric for £3. So very excited about that, especially if it is in fact real linen. £3 for a bit of linen this big is actually kind of crazy. So yeah, very, very happy. very, very happy. I love this place so much. If you're in the area, I definitely recommend going. Now, the haul is not quite over. Now, I've shown you everything that I bought. However, I want to break into this. I nearly hit myself in the head. But the haul is not over. I'm going to break into this and see what we have. So let's get to it. Okay, I've moved you in a little bit closer to try and get a closer look at some of this yarn. First off, we have just a nice simple acrylic. Nice kind of caramelly kind of shade. Very similar to this one, but this one's a little bit more cool toned. But I think that would actually go quite well in the autumnal bag. Okay, this feels quite ropey, very like actual 100% wool-like, but really beautiful rusty shade. Very nice. I don't know if I'll be able to use this in the bag. I mean, maybe actually for like a little applique, because it's just a chunkier yarn than the rest of it. But maybe like a little pumpkin applique. Okay, that would be very cute. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. Ooh. Okay, I haven't seen a yarn like this before. I think this is just like kind of like an acrylic or polyester yarn where there's like some regular threads and then one of the threads is like a fuzzy yarn and it like spirals around like that. That's very cool. If anyone knows what this type of yarn is called, let me know in the comments, because that is very cool. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this, but it's a very cool texture. And I have been thinking, so one of the reasons I got this was because there was a lot of kind of autumnally kind of looking colours in there that I thought I could use for the bag. But also there was a lot of like nice blues and kind of some greens in there. And I was thinking about like attaching them all together to make like a big bluey green like scrap ball to make, I'm not gonna lie, probably another bag. Maybe something else. I think probably not a wearable. I don't know, because I don't think there'll be enough for a wearable, but maybe I'll, keep it going for a while. We'll see. Okay, so this is one of the yarns I was excited about when I saw it from the outside. Oh, that is so beautiful. It's like purple, orange, red, yellow kind of colour. It's very autumnal, but very funky. I like that. So I think that is definitely going to go over here for my going on the autumnal bag. Same with this. Oh, it's like a tweed yarn. It's like a nice dark brown with like flecks of red and yellow. Very, very pretty. I like that. Okay, so this is a very interesting looking yarn because it doesn't look spun. Okay, I'm gonna look further into this. There's a bit of a mystery, but like from a distance, it looks kind of like it's like a chained yarn. I don't know if that's a thing. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, okay, this is very soft. I mean, I think it's just a basic acrylic, but it's a nice, like, really soft one. It looks quite similar to this one, but a bit lighter. So I think I might be able to use that for the bag as well. Nice little red. I think this is going to be too bright for the autumnal bag. I think I might save this for a different possible bag that I have in mind. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of not showing up on camera the way it looks in real life. It's a bit lighter in person, but very nice. I love a tweed yarn. I love the texture. Very, very pretty. Oh. Okay, so this is like a roving type yarn. Variegated, nice, very pretty. I do need to get a little wind, like cake winder, I think at some point, because a lot of scraps of mine do end up looking like this, and it's not good, it just gets tangled. But very funky yarn. Nice little minty green. Again, I think this is just a basic acrylic. Got some more of that tweed yarn. I think there's some more here as well. And more of that really pretty autumnal yarn. I'm very happy there's quite a bit of that in there. But we've got some more of the really pretty blue. So maybe this won't go in the kind of like scrap bluey green scrap ball, because if there's any more in here I might be able to actually make something with just that yarn, or maybe with like another yarn with it. Yeah, there's quite a bit more of this yarn. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, I mean I probably will use at least a little bit for the autumnal bag, but it is definitely a lot chunkier than the other yarn that I've got, so I don't think I'll be able to make like granny squares with it to like match up with the other ones. It's just going to be, the size is going to be off, but maybe definitely some motifs, but I might have enough. There's another one down here to make, I don't know what I could make. I don't know if I have enough for a hat. We'll see. Then we've got some rainbow yarn, just a couple of balls of this. This is definitely acrylic, and it's like, it feels like this is the kind of acrylic that's going to squeak, if you know what I mean. It kind of has a weird, I don't know. Based on the texture and the sound, to me it feels like a squeaky yarn. Little basic blue, very nice. That's going in the blue-green scrap. Ooh. Is this like is it a boucle? Is that what they call it? Very funky. I do like the texture of this. It's like an emerald green. Again, the colour's not really showing up very well on camera. It looks a lot darker on camera, but in real life it's a really pretty like emerald green. So I don't know if I could put that in the, I don't want to, it's, this is the thing with little bits of really nice yarn. It's like, oh, I don't want to waste it on like a little scrap project, but there's also not enough here to make anything with. So I think I might put it in the bluey green scrap. Ooh, okay. Okay, I thought for a second it was one of them yarns that have like the big kind of like chunky bits where it's not like spun even all the way through, but that bit is just, it's some crochet chains. Okay, so back to it. Sorry if the editing was a bit weird there, but my throat went really scratchy all of a sudden. So as I was saying, the yeah, it's just like crochet chains that haven't been like frogged properly, which makes me think this is gonna be not very good to frog. But it's like a very loosely spun yarn. But yeah, I think it's still nice. The texture is quite soft. I don't know whether it's acrylic or wool. I might have to do like lighter test type things on some of these just to see. I feel like this is acrylic-y. It looks red on camera. It's a little bit more like pink, like a deep raspberry kind of colour on in person. Sorry, nice. A little bit of orange. I think that'll do nicely for the bag. With a little tiny scrappy bit. Yeah, I think I might be able to get a very small motif out of that. Ooh, okay, this feels itchy, which makes me think there's at least some wool in here. It's quite nice. It's quite like bouncy feeling. I like this. Very cute. Just little basic orange. Nice. Maybe I'll make some little ooh. Ooh, this is very ropey. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if this, I don't know if the sound helps you figure out the texture a bit more, but it's definitely very wool, very ropey feeling. Definitely think that'd go well in the bag. Little sparkly yarn that looks like a nightmare to frog. Beautiful. Oh, okay, so this was a colour that I had seen on the edge that I did really like, but it's very ropey, which makes me a little bit sad, but I think if I do make like a bag or something out of like the greeny blue scraps, then that's not really an issue, so it's all good, it's fine. Little ball of yarn. Do I have one of these colours already? Did I? Losing my mind. Ah. I think they're different. Yes, this was like slightly thicker. I thought it might have been some more of this one, but no, this one's slightly thicker and I think slightly lighter and cooler tone. Very similar though. I could probably get away with using that little bit in case I run out of the other one. Another potential wool candidate. Very loosely spun. Litchy. Very pretty though. It's got like dark and light threads in, so it's got a nice dimension to it. Some more blue yarn for the scrap ball. Some more basic red. Ooh, nice little. Ooh, okay, this is soft. Nice, like variegated green. Got some nice colours in there. Very, very pretty. And then a couple more. Have another nice blue. Don't think we have that one yet. No. And then a little brown. This is again quite similar to a colour that I already bought, but just, yeah, a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit more cool toned, but very nice. That again will go well in the the autumnal bag. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reuse this for the blue-green scraps. So I've got them all together. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I got this whole tub for £3, which I think is a pretty decent deal. When I go back, I will probably be buying more because I love scrap yarn. I don't know, there's something about just a big pile of little balls of yarn that make me happy and make me want to like make something stupid looking, which is my favorite things to make. Like, if you've seen, like, I mean, I've mentioned it in several videos, but I think my last video, yeah, my last video was the bags that I've made. It's like a very small little bag with just like so many random yarns and it looks so silly, but I love it so much. So I'm getting ideas of things to make and I'm very, very excited. But yeah, I will keep all the balls of yarn that I want for like the big green one. Maybe some like little creams in there. I'm not sure. That might be nice. Or maybe I just keep it all kind of in a more like specific colour palette of green, just green, different shades of greens and blues, but that also complement each other. So like I wouldn't put, maybe I did put, yeah, I did put the mint one in there. Okay, I want to think I'd put I think the mint's got enough blue in it to work actually, but like something like this, I don't know, I don't think it works as well. So like I won't, even though it's kind of like greeny, I'm not going to include that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying things at this point. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there before I continue yapping nonsense. But I'm very happy. If you're in the area, I think it's considered Starbeck here in Yorkshire. Stop by. Very cool place. Lots of supplies. I will be going back. I will acquire much more yarn. But thank you so much for watching and happy crafting. I'll see you next time. Bye.